Don't let the bass get you.
To Makeup Monday, and welcome to the first Halloween tutorial this year. Who's excited for Halloween? I'm excited for Halloween. I decided that for my first look I wanted to do a drugstore slash affordable slash whatever you want to call it little makeup tutorial based off of the bunny filter on Snapchat. So not the one that's like when you open your mouth and like screams. I'm going to be using this one right here. I'll put a picture in somewhere so you can get like the little reference. I just decided that for my first tutorial for this season, I wanted to do something a little easier on the beginner side because I know a lot of people who watch me are beginners, so this is something easy that everyone can do, and it's also great if you are just kind of stumped for ideas. So I based it off of a Snapchat filter, which a lot of people do anyway, so you're going to be like on top of the trends. If you guys decide to recreate this look, feel free to tag me in pictures on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. I'll leave all of my links in the description below. So without further ado, let's get on into today's tutorial. So the first part of your costume that you're going to need are obviously bunny or rabbit ears of some sort. You can literally find these at any costume store or like the Dollar Tree or Rite Aid. Everywhere that has Halloween costumes of some sort, you're going to be able to find animal ears of any kind. And then on the filter itself, she just has like a little blue bow, so I just added this. I think it's from Forever 21, but you can use whatever bow of whatever color you like. And then I just have this white shirt on from Topshop, but you can wear any white shirt. Once again, really, if you have the rabbit ears on, people are going to get the point of what you're doing. So to start off, I'm going to be using my NYX Tea Tree Primer. Then for foundation, I'm going to be taking the Revlon Photo Ready Airbrush Effect Foundation. This is great because it is like a medium coverage, and especially for a look like this. Then for concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Master Conceal. It's going to put this on my finger and then dot it across where I want to conceal. And then I'm going to blend it out using a damp beauty sponge. This is from Revive. And I'm going to also use this as eyeshadow primer, so I'm just going to put this on my eyelids as well. Then I'm going to set my whole face using the Covergirl loose powder in the shade 105. I'm just going to be using this Wet n Wild powder brush to set that all into place. To set my under eye concealer, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Duo in the shade Dulce de Leche, and I'm just going to be using this lighter shade to highlight. And then in the filter itself, there's no really defined structure, but I kind of want to do a little bit of it anyway. So I'm going to just take the darker side on an angled brush to contour my cheekbones. And I'm going to take an even bigger angled brush and the same shade and just warm up the perimeter of my face. And I'm also going to contour my nose. I am going to bake under my cheekbones using the Steam CoverGirl pressed powder. And the only reason I'm doing this is just because even though we want our contour to be kind of light, at the same time we don't want it to look sloppy. So I'm just going to take this powder on the sponge and just slide it down under my cheekbones. So as that's setting, I'm going to do my eyes, and once again, on the filter, there's no really like any sort of makeup on it, so I'm just going to be taking my contour palette again, and I'm going to be taking the darker shade on a fluffy brush. For my lid itself, I'm going into the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Face Palette, and I'm just going to be taking this champagne color on the side. And then I'm just going to blend that out using the same brush from earlier. So I put on my Ardell Lashes in the style 105, and I also did my eyeliner with my Maybelline Master Precision. So now I'm just going to wipe off the bake using the same Wet n Wild brush. So for my brows, I'm first just going to be brushing through them with a spoolie. For the brows itself, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. eyeliner brush and that same contouring shade that we used before to fill them in. And then just set them down using the Essence Make Me Brow Brow Gel. For my under eyes, I'm going to be using, again, the contour shade on this Rite Aid Renewal brush and just smudging that under my eye. And then for the highlighting of my brow bone and my inner corner, I'm just going to be using this light shade. For blush, I'm going to be taking the Milani Powder Blush in the shade number 5, Coral Cove. And I'm going to be taking this fluffy brush and just loading that up on there. You want to get as much of a pigment as possible. And then I'm just going to be putting this on the apples of my cheeks. After that, I'm going to highlight using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Highlighting Palette. And I'm just going to use all the shades together on this fan brush. And for lips, I'm going to be taking the NYX Liquid Suede in the shade Tea and Cookies. For the nose, I am going to be taking my Milani blush once again, and I'm going to just take an eyeshadow brush and draw on a little circle for my nose. Now that we have the little like outline, I'm going to take my Cosmetics Tug On Gel Waterproof Liner. And then now that we have that down, I'm actually going to use my NYX Liquid Suede just to give it a lot more pigment. For the little highlight that is on the nose, I'm going to be taking this shade right here. Now, for the whiskers, I'm just going to take that same gel liner and just draw 3 lines. And once you have your whiskers on, you are done with today's look. I hope you guys enjoyed this so much. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like it, and if you're not subscribed already, to please join our little subscriber family. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.